What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Existential Stoic podcast. Quick fix number 19, being
Woo!
happy. I know, almost 20. So
All
I'm
right.
Randy. I'm here with my buddy Danny. What's up, Danny?
What's up, Randy?
And today we're going to talk about 3 quick techniques for being happy, things that you can implement in your practical life to help you be happy, because that's the goal. Everybody wants to be happy. It's like,
It really is the goal, right? Isn't that what we all want? I mean, I
uh-huh.
think people have been wanting to be happy, I think, since human beings have wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And they're always asking, they're like, "Are you happy?" And I'm always like, "Well, I was until you asked." Yeah, thank you.
Till you brought it up, made me think about it.
Right? All
Yeah,
right.
it's the
So,
biggest, what do you call it? Yeah, like
oh yeah.
conundrum there.
Oh yeah. So just we'll each share 3 quick techniques we have for being happy. So I'll go first since I'm hosting this one. My first
Okay.
one is don't try to be happy. So this is like it's happiness, I feel, is kind of elusive, and like the more you pursue it, the more you try and be happy, the less it's there, because as soon as you try to be happy, you're admitting that it doesn't already exist. And so it's like a dog trying to catch its own tail. It's attached to you. You are happy, but as soon as you try and be it, you admit you're not, and then you just get lost trying to be happy. So the first one is kind of counterintuitive, but in order to be happy, you have to stop trying to be happy. And
I really like that one though, and I like the way you described it because it's like I think we might have talked about this one point before, but like I remember it's a weird connection, but it works. When people I remember talking to friends who when we were younger, like trying to meet women. And they'd always like put on this like they'd like act, they'd pretend to be somebody else, pretend to be somebody they thought the person would want to be with or want to sleep with or something. And it never worked. And even if it did work, they would end up in a situation where they're not being who they are, right? So it's like doomed for failure, like in that sense. And I think happiness in that way is very similar. Like if you kind of if you're trying to do it or trying to get it, it's not going to be the same thing because it's already present.
yeah, you can almost just
It
ask
is.
yourself instead, how am I happy now?
Yeah,
And
right.
use the
Or
mind to
in
start
what
looking for
ways?
those ways. Yeah.
There you
Cool.
go.
So
I
what's
like that.
yours? Yeah.
Mine is to be yourself. I think this is crucial that if we want to be happy, and that played right into it very nicely. See, if we want to be happy, we have to be ourselves. I think this is probably first and foremost. If we're trying to conform, if we're trying to be somebody we are not, I think we will also find that we won't be happy. Because I think, part of happiness, I think, is also being sort of comfortable with ourselves, being able to laugh, right? Being able to enjoy life. There's a certain level of being comfortable with yourself that's necessary for that to work, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. And also, you probably know yourself the best. So, and even subconsciously, you know yourself the best. So when you do the stuff that's most you, you allow yourself to be the happiest.
Yeah, yeah.
So my next one is work towards a goal. Because I've found for myself, and I've read studies where they say that like a lot of the joy that we get comes through having challenges and then overcoming those obstacles. And so I look back at my life and I see times when I was working towards a goal. Yeah, I might have wanted to have that goal, but there was a lot of happiness that was produced through getting closer towards that goal and overcoming it. And the happiness comes along the way of pursuing and achieving that goal.
What I like about that when you look at a lot of philosophers, John Stuart Mill's a good one here, where he talks about, human beings need to create their own conception of the good life. And it's not so much realizing the conception, but it's the process of working towards it, right? It's because, life is the journey, it's not the end. And I think that's the important thing because the ideal, the goal will always change. But when we're in the process of building it, creating it, working towards it, that's really living, right? That's realizing who we are, realizing our potential, realizing stuff about ourselves and sort of being alive in the highest sense of the word, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Nice. So my second one I have don't take yourself too seriously. And I think this is crucial because, I think, a lot of us, we run into problems when we start to take things too seriously. You see people get caught up watching the news, getting stressed out about everything, or even just, your own life. When we take our own problems too seriously, we blow them way out of proportion. We really forget perspective. We forget that, at the end of the day, we all die, right? We're all just these little blips in the grand scheme of things. And it's important to keep that in mind, I think, because, really like stressing out about stuff or not allowing ourselves that freedom that comes with, understanding that we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna screw things up, we're gonna surprise ourselves even. I think when you allow that in your own life, you can actually be happy and enjoy it.
Hmm. Yeah, I like that one. It reminds me of something from the don't what is it? Stop sweating the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
We're basically, we're prone to having moods, and we have good moods and bad moods. And it's always when we're in the bad moods that we want to fix everything.
Yeah.
But maybe that's not a great strategy. Maybe a bad mood is just an indicator that we need to take ourselves less seriously, go easy on ourselves. And so I really like that strategy. So
Yeah, it's crucial. Yeah. It's
yeah,
sorry, what
my
you say
last
something.
one is something that we talk about in nearly every episode. The Book of Small Delights. Just every day, just noticing stuff that's good, you know, things that you appreciate, and writing it down. Like, we stress the importance of writing stuff down. There's some type of crazy connection between the mind and the pencil. And so by writing it down and just appreciating those things every day, it makes such a big difference. We've both
It
experienced
is,
times.
it is.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I
yeah,
was
we
gonna say
both
it's
experienced times when
amazing.
we stopped, and it
Oh,
just
yeah.
is so helpful to start up again. So that's a good one.
No, it really is. It's like one of the best practices. I was gonna say too, it's amazing how the simple act of writing down has this impact. And it just shows you that these little things we can do each day really can change our lives, right? Dramatically.
Hmm.
That's awesome. All right, my last one is choose happiness. I think this is important. We forget this. I think, everything in life, we talked about this a lot. This goes back to even the small delights, right? The idea of choosing positivity. Everything in our life, I think we can choose that we have more power than we think. We have more control than we think if we want to exercise it. So part of that is choosing it, saying, I am happy, or, I will be happy, whatever, affirming it, and then actually going for it, because that's choosing the responsibility and choosing, what you want your life to be, which I think is crucial.
Yeah, that's a great one because it gives you it gives you that direction. Like, we're always able to choose whatever the situations have. We're always able to choose. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that is it. Quick fix 19, one and done. Next time we'll
Man.
be, yeah, next quick fix is 20, already in the double digits. But thank you guys so much for joining us for this quick fix. Make sure to share it with friends and family, like it, also subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Come join us over on the podcast. If you're listening on the podcast, come join us over on YouTube. And great to see you, Danny. I'll catch you later.
Great seeing you, Randy.